I got hands-on with the brand new Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra. It's got a new slick-looking design with the most insane display tech I've ever seen, new camera features, new advanced features, new creative tools, and also really useful ones. Honestly, this is probably one of the most advanced Android phones in the world, but with a few flaws. So let's start with the cameras. So the camera module is basically the same, although the 200 megapixel and 50 megapixel sensors are brighter. And compared to the S25 Ultra, I did see a bit of a difference. When you open up the camera, it's not obvious right away, but the low light and night photos should apparently come out looking even brighter. But I'll definitely need to test that more. The selfie cam also got a slight upgrade. It's still 12 megapixels, but now it adds more detail to selfie pics, maybe a little too much. And when testing out the 100 times zoom camera quality, it seems like the results are pretty much the same they've always been. Kinda useless. But there is a brand new feature I did not expect though, and it's gonna blow your mind. It's a brand new option and it's tucked away inside video mode. So now, if you tap on Super Steady, you'll see something called horizontal lock, which, as the name suggests, literally locks in the horizon. So normally when you tilt your phone in video mode, it looks like this. The camera just mirrors the scene, but if you turn horizontal lock on, now when you turn it, it literally locks the angle so it stays perfectly level with whatever it's looking at while turning the phone, basically transforming the S26 Ultra into a kind of gimbal. It honestly felt like freaking magic. But other than that, there's no other major camera upgrades. It feels very similar to previous models. But what did get a major upgrade is the display, and before I show you what it can do, here's something that's kind of disappointing. Now, believe it or not, but the last time the Ultra's battery got an upgrade was literally 6 years ago. And things haven't changed with the S26 Ultra. It still has a 5000 milliamp hour battery. But what did get a pretty big upgrade though is charging. So it jumped up from 45 watts to 60 watts. Nice. Which means you can now charge it from 0 to 75% in just 30 minutes. Definitely an improvement. And wireless charging upgraded from 15 watts to 25 watts, matching the iPhone 17. But unlike iPhone, there's still no magnetic wireless charging. Meaning if you try to use something like a magnetic power bank, it's still gonna fall off. And so you're still gonna need a case with built-in magnets if you wanna use any type of magnetic accessories. And there's a lot. So I mean, the battery updates overall, not that good, but what I wasn't expecting is this next feature to be this good. Alright, now let's finally talk about the screen because its upgrades shocked me. Inside the Ultra settings, there's this brand new feature called Privacy Display. When you turn this on, now when you view the Ultra from an angle, bam, the screen literally disappears. If you're looking at it straight on, you'll see it, but anyone next to you won't see anything. But it gets even better because you can actually customize it. So there's options to specifically hide just your password or even notifications. So like, for example, if you get a message, you'll be able to read it, but from the side, it'll look like this, basically making it invisible to anyone beside you and perfectly blocking every single pixel right on that notification pop-up. Like, that's insane. You also have the option to customize this to specific apps, so like having it work just for the gallery app. There's even more you can do with this feature, but I'll show you all that in my tips and tricks video, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on that. And here you can see, compared to the S25 Ultra, when you have the screen privacy turned on, it literally looks like you have a physical privacy screen protector. I mean, leave it to Samsung to never disappoint with their screen tech. Like, this is just wow. This is actually the world's first built-in privacy display that you can turn on and off, which is kind of crazy, but there's still so much this bad boy can and can't do. So by now you've probably noticed that this Ultra looks quite different to the older one. It's 4 grams lighter, but there is a reason why, and I'll tell you in a sec. And it's also 0.3 millimeters thinner, making it the thinnest Ultra to date. But its biggest difference are these rounded corners, which actually makes it more comfortable to hold. It comes in 4 main colors, which I think they nailed this year. We got sky blue, black, cobalt violet, which is the main color, and white. But interestingly, it's no longer made with titanium. It's now made using something Samsung calls advanced armor aluminum. This is why it is lighter and thinner. But let's be honest, the reason Samsung switched is probably because Apple did too. but also because it keeps costs lower. Or does it? Because the price is going to surprise you later on. Then of course, there's also the S Pen, which actually looks exactly the same as before, but because the edges are now more rounded, it also has a rounded tip. So I was curious to see what would happen if you put it in the wrong way. And as you can see, if you do, you have this kind of weird bump sticking out your phone, which could possibly become annoying. But now, as for software, there's a lot of new features there, and this is what gets my juices flowing. Okay, the S26 Ultra comes with 4 really useful features. The first one only appears when you play a video on, let's say, YouTube, for example. It's in the quick settings, and it's this new audio erase feature. And how it works is you adjust this strength slider, as well as turn on the voice focus. And now all the background noise in that video on YouTube just disappears. Plus, the voices sound clearer. This even works in pretty much any app like Netflix or Instagram. I really like this feature. Then secondly, you guys know Circle to Search. It's been around since the S24 Ultra, and it finally got an upgrade. Basically, it can now identify what's on your screen and then give you suggestions. So like if you want to specifically find out the price of what you're searching, you just pick the price suggestion and boom, it'll instantly show you what it costs. So useful. For the third feature, I know a lot of you guys are gonna love this one. The camera has always allowed you to scan documents right, but now it'll automatically fix any problems like removing coffee stains, your hand, and even straightening things out. This is a small but good update. And then number 4, I am so glad it's finally here. It's inside the phone settings and it is call screening. Essentially how it works is you pick your language and voice, and then the next time a random number calls you, the S26 Ultra will give you the option to use its call screening to answer the call for you and ask the other person why they're calling you. Apple actually came out with this feature last year, so it's nice to now see it on the Ultra, but now for some new creative features. Okay, so photo editing got a massive new feature, and it also blew my mind. Inside this create option, there's now this new text box that pops up where you can go and describe exactly what it is you'd like to change, like I said, add flowers, and boom, the S26 Ultra will magically go and add flowers. All I did was type in the change and the Ultra did the rest. Wow. Like, this is crazy cool, and what I really love is you don't need to go to another app now, you can just do it in the gallery. But besides the photo editing, the S Pen also got a new hidden feature called Creative Studio. And you can use this to create things like invitations, stickers, or wallpapers. And all you do is describe what wallpaper you want, like a field of dogs, and just like that, the Ultra creates it for you. It's inside the Notes app too, and it does basically the same stuff like creating stickers, but what's also nice is there are templates. So if you're not entirely sure what you want to create, they've got options for you already. I'm excited to play around with this feature more and see whether it's bloatware or actually usable. But now let me show you something that better be usable. Now, the S26 Ultra has technically become kind of a super smartphone. And one of the reasons why is because of these new now nudges. The easiest way to understand these is they're basically like suggestions. So if my friend Mike, for example, messages me and says, "Hey, can I grab those pics?" Your phone is now smart enough to understand the context and run through everything to find the latest pictures you took with Mike and then suggests those to send. Honestly, it's kind of got me worried about security, but you do get the option to go and completely turn this off if you want. So at least there's that. And apparently all of this does get processed on the Ultra, not as servers, so if you do keep it on, you should be good. The S26 Ultra now also has automatic app actions. So if you want to book an Uber, for example, your phone can automatically take over and theoretically do it all for you. But this will only be available in the US and Korea for now. I mean, I'd love to test that. Another sick new feature is the new assistant called Perplexity. And why this is so cool is because Perplexity is super accurate. So you can ask it any questions just like you would with Gemini or Bixby. But Perplexity searches the web and bases its answers on real current info. Or what you can also now do is use Bixby and ask any questions that need research. And it'll then use Perplexity now, if I'm not mistaken, which is really sweet. I mean, it is about time Bixby got an upgrade. But the main reason the S26 Ultra can process everything is because of this. Right, so this bad boy is rocking the new Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 chip made for Galaxy, which, as the name suggests, is specifically made for the S26 Ultra, so technically it is faster than other Gen 5 chips. I mean, it might not feel like a huge leap from the previous Ultra, but when you compare it, it's 39% faster for AI, 24% faster for gaming, and 19% faster for just general tasks. So I mean, that's actually pretty solid. And because this Snapdragon chip is specifically made for Galaxy, this means it's probably the most powerful Android phone in the world, but is it what we expected? Okay, so we got a lot of new features. My favorite are the privacy display, a first of its kind, photo assist, which is awesome, the horizontal lock for video, which is really nifty, audio eraser, also really nifty, charging speeds that are way better, the colors look great, better low light camera sensors, and overall the design is nice. All for the increased price of £1,279, by the way. But no big selfie cam improvements like iPhone, the battery still the same size, and still no magnetic wireless charging. But what do you guys think? Comment down below and make sure you subscribe to see my tips and tricks on the S26 Ultra, and I'll see you in the next one. Toodles!